Hey, check this out. Your value determines your values. Oh, let's start this again. You want to know why that man can't commit to you? Why he's never going to treat you like a wife? Because your values aren't in line with what he thinks a wife should have. See, sis, your values determine your value. Your values determine your value. So if you lie to people all the time, you cheat, you steal, that determines your value, how valuable you are to a man. And we don't like spending a whole lot of time and energy on things that aren't valuable, right? If you ever ask a man what he's doing all weekend, or what he's going to spend his next paycheck on, or what he's investing in, trust and believe all those things have some type of value. If he spends all of his weekend building a porch, but the porch is going to last for 20 years, that's valuable. He's not going to take his whole paycheck and spend it on something that's going to be gone in that same weekend. He's going to take his whole paycheck and spend it on things that provide normally for other people, right? To keep his family safe. These people are valuable to him. He's paying a mortgage payment on a home. The home is valuable to him. Sis, if you got effed up values, you lying all the time, you always in some drama, he can't trust you, you got a ton of bodies. And since we're talking about the bodies, sweetheart, that means you're not selecting men correctly. That means you're giving yourself to a bunch of men randomly at certain sections of your life. And you still haven't really figured out how to be the type of woman that deserves to be called a wife. So you got a super high body count. And that doesn't mean that you aren't on your way to being a good human being. But that does mean that you don't have good discernment because you keep picking the wrong dudes. You got 3 or 4 kids to 3 or 4 different people. That means you're picking the wrong dudes. You can't stay in a long-term relationship. That means your values aren't right. So when your values are intact, when you're an honest person, when you have some faith or spirituality about you, when you save your money, when you're good to people, when you take care of your health, you attract that. And on top of that, when you have all those things in line, you're not so quick to give yourself to everybody. Because when you're working hard on yourself, sis, you're not going to be so easy to let people have that because you would value your body more. Your values determine your value. Don't expect that man to value you like you're $1 million piece of artwork when you're really worth $250. Oh, wait. Right. So we might have to cut this part out. So you can't look at a man and determine his value based on his items, the material things in his life, because they can be taken away. The government can come and take anything you have. Let's just be clear. We live in America. So anything that man has, owns, claims that's all his, the government can come and take that depending on what's going on. He catch a charge, the feds come take that. His value cannot be determined by his valuables. He has to be valuable. He has to be an asset. He has to be an asset. He's not an asset if he's not disciplined. He's not an asset if he doesn't take care of himself because he'll get sick and possibly die soon, right? That's not an asset. He's not an asset if he doesn't help people attain their goals and help people achieve things. He's not, that's saying he's invaluable. A valuable man can be valued by many different people, many different outfits. He's not just valuable to you. See, a lot of y'all look at that man and say, oh, he's valuable to me. He paid my bills. He's valuable. Nah, sis, he just pay your bills. And you're not that important. In the grand scheme of things, you're not that important. So how valuable is that man? His values. Is he honest? Does he get respect? Does he have some type of integrity? When he walks into a room, do men greet him correctly? And you know how it is when men greet a dude correctly or incorrectly, or they don't greet him at all. His values is what determines that, though. Does he lie to people? Does he cheat?